fans, this is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Jai Opetaia. Zurdo Ramirez, get this. Jai Opetaia responds to Zurdo's call out, and this is what he had to say. He said, "I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I'm the best cruiserweight on the planet. Ramirez put on a good performance against Dorticos, but if he really believes he's the number one, then there's only way to prove it." Jai Opetaia had to say. And let me counterpunch. A man with little words, the words that he does say are respected that much more, especially when he applies that much more action to the words that he says. Period. Jai Opetaia is a kind of guy, man. He's one of those guys that he's one of the real ones. I see it. If I was going to choose not the winner, not who would win, but who wants it, who's hungrier, who wants that glory, who wants that fight, who wants to step up to that challenge, I'm going to choose Jai Opetaia, because Jai Opetaia is like, look, man, there's only one way to prove it. I've been calling you out. You say I haven't called you, that's fine. My people have. What else you got? You know, do I have to prove to everybody, to the masses, that you are a liar? Because this is what normally happens in this type of situation. When a guy is secretly ducking, and I'm not saying Ramirez really is, but he could be. But when people secretly duck, they have to be weeded out. And then when they're weeded out, they're so embarrassed, they're appalled. Therefore, then they take another route because, we don't do business like that. Then they want to be offended, and then they don't want to fight. And that's their other reason for not wanting to fight, because that guy have called them out and revealed certain things and information that let everyone know that his ass was ducking and he didn't want that challenge because he was scared. Right? So that being said, I think Jai Opetaia responded the way he responded really doesn't need anything else. You know, he speaks for himself. He speaks his mind. He speaks his piece. And that's it. What else could you do, and what else could you expect him to do? There's only one way to figure it out. Come see me. I do think, though, if there is an issue with management, politics, promoters, and all that stuff, I think they do need to talk, to each other and get the fight done. Like, hey, I want to fight. Let's fight. And I think that's that. But one thing I can respect, Jai Opetaia responding quickly. That fight just happened Saturday. It's Monday. Okay? So it happened Sunday for Jai Opetaia because he's on the Gold Coast. He's in New Zealand or Australia, right? So it happened, Sunday. So he's like, okay, fine. You tell me to call you. Well, hey, here I am on the platter. Let's get it on. And I think that would be a very good fight once the money's there. If Turki Al-Sheikh wants to push this fight, because that Jai Opetaia was one of the first fighters that wowed the days of reckoning, because he was like one of the first on the card. The card was like 8 people total. And Jai Opetaia knocked out Zurdo, not Zurdo, Zurdo, quickly. First round, bow! Put that boy down. It was done. And he showed that, hey, he's about that life. Because you could tell the way he looked, he was like, I wanted more of what I had, but unfortunately there wasn't anything left. So, that being said, Jai Opetaia responds the way he is. He doesn't come off like a person that seems like he doesn't want the fight. But you guys tell me what you think of Jai Opetaia responding promptly to Zurdo Ramirez and what he had to say about the unification. He claims he wants Jai Opetaia. Let's see if the fight gets made. Of course, please subscribe, like, and share. And you guys been Counterpunch.